Alright guys, well, today is another day at the shop. It is now, it is Thursday. Holy shit. Finally got the other video up a little, like, all my shit's fucking breaking the past couple of days. Our wireless internet box there broke, and computer jack, my computer is like wireless. I have a desktop, but it's just wireless, has the Wi-Fi shit built into it, and we didn't have a cord run from where the Wi-Fi box is to the, computer, so I couldn't plug in the internet. So yeah, so got that finally working, and I think we got the video up, I think yesterday or the day before, I can't quite remember. And yeah, let's see what we got going on here. All my shit's been breaking, guys. Fucking, let's start off with this unit, the air compressor here. My Craftsman air compressor, it shit the bed the other day. I've had this thing for, I don't know, almost 3-4 years now. I got this a while back. Made a video when I first got it. But yeah, this thing shit the bed. If I can find it, it's around here someplace. Yep, here it is. There are these little reed things that are on the inside of the valves, and it conked out, and it snapped off one of the reeds, and it went down into the cylinder of the unit somehow or other, and it basically came through this hole here, went down into the cylinder, banged up against the piston, and I lost some compression on the cylinder. It's an oilless system, but luckily I was able to get it going. I mean, she fires up, she turns on, but I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but this thing is really fucking loud now for whatever reason. I'm not really sure. I have a feeling it's got something to do with this other restrictor plate, which is this guy here that's on the top of this one, the one that I swapped over from this compressor, which we'll get to in a minute. It's smaller than this one, so I might go back in there, swap this restrictor plate down, and see if that does anything. It's just that this one is really fucking loud now to where I don't even want to use it. So when that broke, I went online, looked to see how much one of those pieces is. I mean, all I need is a little tiny piece of metal and a rebuild kit for the piston. They want to, it was going to be about $100 to fix it. I don't want to really dump $100 in that compressor. Then I was like, you know what, I got this DeWalt compressor sitting out in the shed there. I bought this from the scrapyard a little while back, and I've been dying to fix it. I just never really had the chance to, and the money really hasn't been there, but I figured, well, if I'm going to rebuild a compressor, I wanted to be this one, because this thing is the fucking bomb. I bought it from the scrapyard for, I think, about like $10. It's a 200 PSI, 1.8 horse thing on it. It's only like a 23-gallon tank, I think. Oh, 15-gallon, that's a, what is this? Oh, that's a, what is that? Yeah, that's a 33-gallon, so it would be a little bit size difference. But the PSI would have been way better. So it's like, alright, well, we'll start figuring what I gotta get for parts for this thing. So I plug it in and I fire it up to check everything over. And next thing you know, the fucking engine shit the bed on this thing. The fucking sparks were shooting out of the engine. I couldn't figure out why. So this compressor's done. Not even gonna attempt to rebuild it. It needs an engine, and now the switch frazzled and all that good stuff. So it needs a new switch plate. It's not worth the aggravation anymore. So I'm going to dump it on eBay, see if anyone wants it. I don't know, maybe make $20. The tank's good and everything. Just got to pop an engine on it. So yeah, I might be in the near future of buying a new compressor, but fucking it's the slow season and you can't be buying a whole lot of shit, or else you'll just go broke like I am now. But yeah, we did that. I chopped up a lawn tractor today, first lawn tractor of the year, chopped it up, so mark that down. First lawn tractor of the year. Didn't bother making a video. I just picked these up today. We got a massive fucking 1333 Yardman snowblower, big monster fucking thing, like probably one of the bigger snowblowers I've had in the shop. We got a, was 26? No, this is actually a 30. Oh, this is an 11 horse, 30-inch Cub Cadet. I don't know if the engine runs on it, but I know that engine runs. The drive is shot on it. Mountain Dew. Let's see. Picked up this Toro Power Shift today, and I picked up this thing here. I only got it because of the starter. It was just kind of sort of a deal that was thrown in. It had the cover on the top there, but I think it blew off on the highway. So if you're going on friggin', I forget on whatever it is, I can't think what highway it is, but if you see a cover in Massachusetts, I think on Route 3, I think. No, it's not Route 3. Route 2. If you're on Route 2 and you see a Toro cover in Massachusetts, yeah, that's probably mine. And I painted this thing up last week too, got it running. I got it on eBay for $300. Buck's Best Offer. And that's mainly about it. Oh yeah, I cleaned up the tent a little bit. That's a little bit cleaner. Trying to figure out some stuff. What my plans are for the summer. I'm getting shit kind of sort of situated. Past couple of days I've been working on my girlfriend's Explorer. Fucking, it's not running right. It's for some reason it's still missing on one cylinder. I've done the plugs and wires and fucking coil pack there, coil pack. We'll just call it coil pack. And it's still not running right. Still fucking shaking. So I have a feeling one of the plugs is still bad. Not sure really what the deal is. So I gotta go back and check it later on in the week. But at least it's driving a shit ton better than what it was. And yeah, that's mainly it. I don't know a whole lot's been happening. Like I said, I'm not going to make a video when there's nothing going on, but today we got something going on. Today we got snowblowers we're going to chop up. Get the rest of these done. So yeah, I paid, what did I pay? I paid $50 for all the snowblowers, all 4 snowblowers. The 2 Toros and these 2 MTD pieces of junk. So, that's pretty kick-ass. But yeah, what the fuck is this thing? Holy hell. That is quite the invention right there. It's like a shoot damn clogger, don't stuff up or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, we'll continue on with the vlog here and put this camera in the charger because it's about to die. And yeah, awesome. Holy shit, boy, these MTDs, they're just kicking my ass today. I've been working on these for about 2 hours plus now. And I usually say the MTDs come apart pretty easy. That's why I saved those 2 other shit boxes for last. Because I knew the Toro was going to give me issues. And that other Toro 2-stroke deal, I'm only pulling the electric starter off of it. And that's fucking buried, so I got to pull the whole engine out of it. Yeah, I guess I should have done it the other way around. Holy fuck. Yeah, so I got that other one out and done with. I got the tires off of it. The engine took forever. I ran out of oxygen on my oxygen acetylene torches. Couldn't get one of the bolts freed, and I ended up snapping it off in the block that holds the engine on. So I'll have to come back later on and drill it out and retap it. There's no way in easy I was going to take it out because it's just way locked on there more than it should be. And then if you look at the gearbox, we got a little something missing there. Oh yeah. Yep. Had to chop the impropeller shaft off because I fucked it up. I couldn't get the bearing to come off the shaft. I almost had it off and then it got fucking hung up. And I mushroomed over the bolt and it's just a complete fuck up. I knew I fucked it up from the moment I started swinging a hammer at it. So, impeller's junk. But whoever buys it can swap out their components. You know, whatever. Quick little $60 for the gearbox. It's worth it still all day long. It's a 30-inch shaft, so can't go wrong there. And then this one here, this thing is kicking my ass too. The whole drive assembly, the way how it works was just locked up this piece here, the cog there, or not the cog, the fucking sprocket was all locked up on the shaft. Couldn't get it freed up, and I'm out of oxygen acetylene, so I ended up just choppy and cut it out the side. A little bit easier than going the other way around. And I still got to pull the engine off of this one. I was looking at it. Bolts seem like they're going to come off, so that's a good thing. But whoever owned this machine here took some pretty good care of it. I mean, there's like no rust on it, as opposed to the other one where it was completely rusted over. So yeah, but big fucking unit. Here's the model if anyone's curious. So the engine, it runs pretty good, so I'm happy. I got that other engine going too. It was just out of fuel. Do some fuel in it and fired right up with electric start. Replace the pull cord eventually. This engine here, I'm probably gonna ask quick 200 for it, and probably about I don't know, about $180 for this one. You know, winter's coming to an end. These engines not gonna be moving as fast as they used to, so I'm just trying to move the shit quickly so I can free up some room. Because lawn tractor season's coming up, boys. My freaking favorite season. I hate snowblower season. You make good money in the snowblower season, but not as good as the lawn tractors. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And yeah, if I can take a look at this, right? So, I'm just gonna make sure. I stayed over my girlfriend's house the past couple of nights, and we fucking, like, I was starving yesterday morning. I was like, can you make anything? And she's like, nah, why don't we just go to Dunkin's? So she freaking goes to Dunkin's, get me a muffin. And she's teasing me this morning with this bullshit. She fucking makes waffles with, like, I don't know, fucking creamy shit on the top there. What the hell you want to call it? Icing. Like, really? You couldn't make that yesterday? When I was, like, fucking starving? And I didn't eat the night before because we were too busy working in a truck? Come on. Come on. You just can't do that. Now she's teasing me. But anyway, yeah. Fucking MTDs have beaten me up today, boys. Fucking auger bucket came right down this finger here. And oh yeah, take a look at that. Fucking, I was cutting open one of the boxes, or I was opening up a box, and apparently a knife must have fallen off one of the shelves. And I went to go reach in, and fucking there was a knife sticking right in the side of the box. As I reach in, cuts me right the fuck open. So that was awesome. But thank goodness for fucking liquid stitches stuff. Fucking super glue that all up, and you're good to go. Yeah, awesome. So, this is what we're dealing with. Pieces of shit MTD. Why? And, oh yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this enough, but, gonna be doing a lot of landscaping this summer. Gonna try and stay away from flipping the tractors, I think, this summer. Unless I get something really clean in, I'm gonna be focusing more on landscaping. I'm hoping to do maybe 7 houses a day. That's my goal, and I want to do it probably about 4 out of the 7 days out of the week, somewhere along that. So I'm really hoping to get that, get some accounts to start piling up. I'm gonna start advertising that soon. Gonna get a bagger for my Husqvarna, and gonna use that for about half the summer, and then once some money starts coming in, maybe buy a walk behind or something like that. Still have that lawn thatcher. That's up at a dealership on consignment, so I might take that off of consignment and use it for the summertime, because what better way to do that than fucking thatch a lawn? You know, and I don't know, friggin' we'll just take it from there. I'm gonna get all kinds of new equipment. Looking at a couple of stills and stuff like that, some weed whackers and edgers and hedge trimmers and stuff like that. I'm not going to use the pull-on for that, you know. I might, you know, just use the pull-on for here and get some commercial, you know, Pro Series equipment. So I got an account with a dealership anyway. So they'll be able to hook me up, you know, fucking spend $1,000 on still units and stuff like that. Maybe a new Husqvarna lawnmower. I like Husqvarna because they're a really good brand. I've never had any problem with them. You know, you guys will go like, oh, go with like Exmark and Toro and Honda, and well, fucking, I can't stand Honda. They can suck my left nut. And Toro, I don't know, just not a big fan of them. And Exmark is made by Toro, basically. You know, and there's all kinds of other mowers and stuff like that. But for what I'm going to be doing, I think a nice little Husqvarna lawnmower. I have one sitting right out back here that I might fix up. I'm not sure. It's got a bagger. It's self-propelled. It's pretty nice, but I got to figure out the drive problem. So maybe we'll use that, but I don't know. I got a grand set aside for the summer to figure what I'm gonna do. Got to fix my trailer too. I didn't do it over the fall. Got these shackles and shit I got to put on it because they're just worn out. So yeah, awesome. But that's all rambling on about shit that's not really gonna happen just yet until we figure everything out. So figured I'd give you guys an update on that. I know a lot of you guys like that. But, oh yeah, fucking, there's another thing, too. My girlfriend, she made me, what the fuck's it called? Phone. I can't think of the fucking name of it. Instagram. That's what it's called. So if you guys want, you could follow me on Instagram there. I'm just trying to find my username. I have an idea of what it is. What the hell? I'm still trying to figure out how to use it all. Yeah, so there's my my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on there, DieselKey73. Obviously the 73 is for my truck. How the fuck do I show pictures? But yeah, I'm sure you'll find me on there. It's not that hard. DieselKey73, you can follow me. Know a few of you guys already found me on there, so that's pretty kick-ass. Just trying to get the fucking photos. I don't know how to use this shit still. I'm still learning it. But yeah, you can follow me on there. Blow up my phone for the night. That'd be awesome. Hopefully I'm gonna get this video up today too. So yeah, follow me on fucking Instagram. A lot of you guys asked if I have a Twitter. I do have a Twitter, but I never use it. Just because I've only used it once and I forgot my password, so there's no point in even giving you the name of that. And there is a Facebook page. If you don't follow me on that, I haven't updated it in a very long time, and if you want, you can go and find that as well. It's called the Tractor Chop Shop. You know, eventually I'm going to get back on that in the summertime. I don't post anything on there in the wintertime, just because it's snowblower season. Well, yeah, it's not the same. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with this MTD piece of shit here, finish taking it apart, and then we'll bring that Toro in and maybe call her a day. Awesome. Alright, well, we got that other piece of junk all parted out. Surprisingly, the gearbox it was kind of easy to get off, but not super easy. I did have some difficulties getting it off, but it's off. I really took my time on this one just because I didn't want to break anything and get everything all fucked up, because I know that this one's going to sell for some good coin. Probably looking about $1.80 on this gearbox, just because it's such a hard to find one. You know, you don't see too many of the 1333s going out the door every day, so that's kind of sort of the reason why I'm going to ask a little bit higher of price. But anyway, so I pulled the Toro in. This is the Toro power shift. I still got that other Toro 2-stroke. I'll do that later on. It's not too bad of shape. It's definitely sellable the way it is. But, you know, like I said before, guys, I am done selling used power equipment. It's not worth the aggravation. But anyway, so this one here, we're going to pull the gearbox out of the bottom here, the main drive gearbox, just because these have basically 4 speeds, and it's a full Peerless gearbox on the inside. Tires and rims, yeah, they're sellable. I might pull those off as long as they come off the axle shaft easy. Obviously the engine and the snowblower chute. I had the engine running today. It ran pretty decent. And the gearbox here, augers are going to save, gearbox are going to save, pretty much everything we're going to save other than the handlebar, the metal frame, and the snowblower bucket here. That's basically it. But yeah. Anyway, we'll take her on from there. And oh yeah, I already got a buyer for this engine I just pulled off too. This guy messaged me a couple of days ago. He's got a Craftsman 24-inch with a 5-horse on it. And I messaged him, I go, look, I got an engine for you. It's a little bit bigger than your other engine, but it's going to mount up the same, bolt up the same. It's made for an MTD snowblower, and that's basically who made his snowblower, was MTD. And I told him, I go, it's a 13 horse, but if you want, it's all yours. And he's like, oh, fuck yeah, man. That thing's going to hum snow. So it might already be sold. He's got to talk to his wife to see where his financial positions are. I told him I'd let it go for a quick couple $100, but you never know how that all turns out. So friggin' right, but man, this is fucking killing me. My hands, I don't know. It didn't help either that I had to fucking do spark plugs on one of them Ford Explorers, because they suck, and my hands are all banged up, and I got cuts on my cuts, and oh, it's just, I don't know, my hands are fucking killing me. So yeah, I need a fucking vacation is what I need. But anyway, we'll finish this guy up and end the video, I guess. Alright, well, holy, we're gonna focus there. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, we're done for the day. I basically finished with that last little 2-stroke guy. I kind of sort of fucked myself. I wasn't thinking, I forgot this engine here was seized. Good, well, it's not really seized. It's got a, you know, bad connecting rod, and as you can see, it stops right about there before it hits the rod. Obviously, this thing here is moving too. And when I went to go make sure the electric starter worked, well, stupid me, what do? I hit the button and fucking keep cranking it. And yeah, stripped out all the teeth on the starter. Unless that was already like that, but I have a feeling I did that. Oopsie. But anyway, I pulled off the inner friggin' rubber impropeller piece, the paddle. Those sell pretty good, and I grabbed the carburetor too, because why not? Why not? Figure it's plastic, I'm sure someone's gonna break it someday. So, I don't know. Let's see how that works out. So I got pretty much everything all stripped out. I just got to pull the augers off that Toro gearbox, and I sell those separate. I usually get about $75 for the set of 2 augers, and for the gearbox itself, I get about $100 for it. So, yeah, everything else looks pretty good. Tomorrow I'm going to do a scrap run. We're going to go to the scrap yard. I don't know how much I'm going to get. I'm thinking it's going to be right around probably high 90s, very low 100s. Like I'm thinking I'm probably getting about like $105 in scrap. So we'll see. I'm cashing in the heavy. I would believe I have more heavy than I do light iron, but it's really hard to tell. So I don't know. And I got some brass over here I'm going to cash in. It's dirty brass because I still got the steel and shit in it, and copper and the lead, so I'm sure they'll deduct a couple bucks there. But there's that. I ain't going to fucking, you know, one of you guys told me once before I should go in there and fucking disassemble the whole thing, but I ain't got time for that. Copper pipes. I might sweat those, take the solder off them. If I get a little bored tonight, I think that's what I'm going to do, is just sweat them and free them all up. Then I'll get a little bit more money. Probably an extra $1 or something like that. There's not really a whole lot there. I got that aluminum rad off that Jeep sitting in the back area. I got a starter motor too that I pulled off that Jeep. So I might cash that. I don't know what I'll get for that. Maybe like $5 or something. So we'll have to wait and see. Batteries, I've been bringing those to AutoZone. At AutoZone, you get $5 for them. So if you get like car batteries or lawn tractor batteries or motorcycle batteries, take them to AutoZone and get $5 a piece for them. They'll give you store credit 5. You can only bring 5 in at a time, but you know, $25 right there. You don't get any better than that. It's basically free money if you got a bunch of them sitting around. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. Overall, not too bad of a day. Shop's a complete fucking disaster again. I've been trying to sell that bench there I worked on before I went away to Pittsburgh there. And I don't know, no one really seems to want it, so yeah, that's kind of depressing. You know, I thought maybe it might sell, but I guess not. So I guess we won't be doing any more woodworking projects because, I don't know. I went out last night scrapping. Oh shit. Fucking hell, I just fucking bashed my head off the garage door. Tripped over the Toro. Yeah, I went out scrapping last night. I thought maybe I could find a couple like appliances in the trash. I probably killed about 45 minutes before I gave up. I came home with a vacuum cleaner, a shovel, and I think it was like a shower curtain rod. So it was pretty depressing. Probably burned about, I don't know, $15 in fuel. So I don't think I'll make my money back there. But it's kind of still too early for the go-around season. No one's really hauling shit out of their house yet because it's still kind of cold. But yeah, and I gotta put that compressor on eBay tonight, and then I got a bunch of other parts I gotta put on eBay tonight, so tonight's gonna be an eBay night. Fucking, the store's kind of empty too. I only got like less than 110 items on eBay now, and like the middle of winter I had like 190 somewhere along there, which was really good. But now, you know, not much left. So also I'm working on another deal. If you guys recall back, I bought those storage units and stuff like that. I had all those Toro parts and Aaron's. Actually, there were no Aaron's parts. We just made some Toro parts. Gonna be getting some Stihl parts in. Buying some chainsaw blades, belts, bars. There's a couple of other stuff. It's a small unit that I'm gonna sift through, see if I take it or not. Price has to be reasonable in order for me to buy it. You know, I'm not gonna hold on to shit like that. Stuff's gonna take quite a while to sell. Like, there's a large quantity of it. It would be basically fill that one entire unit, including deep in, full of chainsaw blades, and then like this cabinet here plus full of belts. So it would be like a bunch of small stuff, but you know, it's easy to store. So I might jump on that offer. Gotta figure out some stuff on what they're going for. I looked at the belt section. Belts I usually get somewhere around $15 or so. So as for the Stihl blades, they're really hard to figure out because they're kind of old, and I don't know. They're brand new, but they're just new old stock. Gotta figure that stuff out. But that's enough rambling on there too. So we're gonna get this video up. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed a good old video for a change. I know I haven't been putting videos up just because there hasn't been anything to put up really. So yeah, awesome, and yeah, that's basically it. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and see you then. We'll get this video up here tonight. And be sure to follow me on Instagram. I just put up a picture today, so if you know enough, you might want to check it out. Oh yeah.